You really got to take your time and watch what you're doing. I keep the dark marks in there so I can be able to see it. Yo, welcome back to the BST4 channel. Wingnuts, what's going on? What's happening? Today we're going to be talking about the 5 myths of head porting on your stock motor. What wins, what fails, and really get the gist of what's going on when you're about to port your heads by yourself. First thing you got to ask yourself is when porting, are you going to go big? Now, the best way to handle this is just do a mild port with your stock head, with your stock valve, with your stock cam, with your stock compression. Just do a mild port to get the air coming in quicker and out quicker. And if you can afford a header, that would be nice also along with this. Or if you can afford a cam, that will be a nice little twist along with it. But if you get a cam, you're going to need springs and the snowball effect of supporting each mod with something else. But if you're just doing a port work on your stock situation, just do a mild porting. That's it. Bigger is not better in your case because you just going to lose some of the velocity going through the ports, intake port that is. It's kind of like when you're drinking your favorite soda and you're using the standard straw. You can suck up the soda real quick, then you turn around and you use a garden hose and put it inside that soft drink if you're able to fit it and try to suck that out. It just won't work. It's bigger. You will feel in theory that you will get more soda in one gulp, but you will not be able to get that soda coming out of that daggone thing. Bigger is not better all the time. You just got to figure out your application. I'm not going big inside here. As you can see in there, I'm just doing very light port work. That's really it. I'm not going crazy. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm not going wild. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. But now we're going to talk about the mirror finish. Now, if you're trying to do a mirror finish on your intake side, it's going to be a waste of time. Just like my man said, Motor Mike, do not do that, BST. I hope you're not doing that. I said, dude, way ahead of you, bro. Now, I messed with the valve, but I did not mess with the intake. It's just machined, as you guys can see there. I didn't do much of anything. That's all. Now, you can see over here on this side, see all the grit? That's all I did. I just smoothened it out. And this side over here is smooth. So that's all you need to do. You don't need to make it bigger. Doesn't need to be polished. Now if you want to polish the face, you could go ahead, but you could lose compression and it really won't make any difference anyway. So don't even be bothered with that. Just keep everything machined. That's it. Nice smooth finish, but it doesn't have to be a mirror finish like these valves. Bigger is not always better, and polishing is not all what it seems. Now we're going down to gasket matching. Now gasket matching is something that the old timers back in the oldie times used to do on their push rod motors, and it probably worked for that. But we have a situation with the new school that you probably don't even need to do that. Unless you're going like 900 horsepower where you need the things to go in and out efficiently. Now for me, I'm not going to do no gasket matching because look at this, man. It's not much of a difference. It is a difference, but it's not much of a difference. I mean, I can go ahead and flare it out and kind of make it like a horn, but I probably won't even try to do that anyway because I have other issues on this side of the fence anyway. Because look at here. We have a situation where I have this intake here and it has O-rings on it. Now, while I was doing that, I found a situation that's right here. You see it's broken here, and that's kind of common on these 4.6s and stuff like that. Very, very common, and you see it right there, and it's broken bad. So, along with this here, now if you did have your 4.6, you want to really go a little bit. See that little ridge inside there? You can smoothen that out right there. All the other ones don't have it. They don't have it, only the front. And there's another little ridge that's inside there that you can kind of see. You can kind of smoothen that out just a little bit, just smoothing it out. And this is plastic, you got to be careful. So, you know, you can kind of mess with that a little bit and then clean it out and everything. The best thing to do is to stuff it down there with some tissue or something like that and then go ahead and polish it, air blow it out, and then pull out the rag. That will probably be your best situation. So, you know, even this one here is really not that great either. I can see that it's lifting. Yeah, it's cracked right there too. So this intake is no good. You can kind of see it there. Now these is where your intakes break on your 4.6s. That's my new deal now. figure this thing out while I am still got other things to do. I mean, you can sit there and gasket match if you choose. Me, I'm going to go focus on, there's a bump right there. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it. There's a bump. We're going to shed the light down here. Just focus on this side over here a little bit. And there is a slight bump over there. Those are things that you need to focus on. Trying to get this opening, the roof over here I got to mess with, as far as with the where the injectors go, where that little teardrop is right there. Those areas I need to focus on. That versus gasket matching. So, but now some of you guys may say, what about CNC machining? All right, so let's take it there now. We're talking about if there's a guy out there who is goddamn a wizard at hand porting. I mean, he is like the Picasso or Rembrandt in head porting against a CNC machine. The CNC machine will win because of time and efficiency. But now what I'm saying is the ending result is the flow numbers are the same. What's the difference? There is no difference. It's the fact that you got your head back goddamn 2 days later versus goddamn 2 weeks later. Ending results are the same. We're just talking about Rembrandt of head porting against the CNC machine. That's all we're saying. CNC machine is going to win, no doubt about it. But if you can find a guy who can hand port like Bob Ross paints, you got something there. A guru, a messiah of some sort that can sit there and get these things down to the precise numbers in each chamber that will take him actually eons to do, and the numbers are damn near close to the CNC machining, then why not? The ending result is horsepower and flow, correct? And if he matches that, then what is CNC machining? You get what I'm saying? So like I said, the numbers are computed into the machine by humans. And if they're off a tad, or they didn't do their research and everything, let's say, you get not too good of numbers. This is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that CNC machining is whack. No, don't put that in my mouth. I'm just giving you guys some thoughts behind that. You understand what I'm saying? That's all. That's all. So you guys can debate me in the comments below over here. We can talk about it, but you guys are smart. You know what I'm talking about. You get the gist of the whole thing. Let's recap. We're talking about a mirror finish. We don't need a mirror finish on here or in the intakes or nothing like that. It doesn't make any sense. It's not going to do too much of anything. Everybody figured that out since 1967. All right? No one is. Now, bigger isn't better for everyone. For me, going stock, high compression, listen, it ain't that great. You know what I mean? For me. So save some money, I can get this thing smoothing out, and I can get some pretty decent numbers inside of this chamber here. Now, porting isn't always the best in certain applications because certain cars are already maxed out, and some people add material inside to strategically put material in a certain area to create flow. But most cases, it's from do-it-yourself backyard guys like myself took out too much material and take out humps in certain areas that don't need to be taken out, which kills the flow. You know, majority of the time, porting is the best option, and it's one of the cheapest options if you can do it backyard style. That'll be great. Now, gasket matching. Now, gasket matching, I explained that to you. I'm not going to be doing no gasket matching. It just doesn't make any sense for me. As you can see here with the 4.6s, they always have some goddamn issues with the intake. See over here, these things ain't right. And you see right here, we got issues over here, we got issues over there. This composite thing is not the best. But if you gasket matching, you should gasket match this also. Take it there to maximize your daggone your efforts, you know what I'm saying? So just go ahead and just, you know, take it all the way there. You know, get your intake right, gasket match that to go to, you know, actually that will be called port matching, actually, not gasket matching. So you might as well just port match, I should say. Now, in most of these 4.62 valve heads, people knock off this right here. I don't know why. I think there's a purpose for this. You know what I mean? The air comes in and makes it hit that daggone spark plug, guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? So, me, I'm not going to go that route. They take these off, all of them. Any ported 4.62 valve heads, they knock those out. And they put bigger valves. I'm not doing any of that. We're just porting, and we're going to leave that swirl guard there, direct that air right to that goddamn spark plug. Either it goes this way, or it goes that way, or it bounces back. Look, we're leaving that there. You know what I mean? I've ported these heads, as you know. I didn't really do a video on it and began porting with some battery operated thing, and that was just horrible. That didn't work out too well. It's noisy. The shaft was had play in it. It just wasn't the right tool. Then I went back to my die grinder, which is not that great either. Has lesser play, but I got me a dial thing to turn it up and down, which was a beautiful thing because actually it helped out everything. So my trusty band file is where I do my my intake ports with the band file. So that helps me out dandy, and I can just focus on the bowls right here like this here. This is not really precise as yet, but we're going to get it there. We just got to keep working at it and keep working at it. But now with this head over here, as you can see, we're trying to get that underway. But you know, I'm just doing a little bit here. Then I go to this one, do a little bit here to try to get it to match these two, and these two to match this. You know how I'm doing it. And same thing on the exhaust side, doing the same thing. So that's what I'm working with at the moment, and I'm just keep at it and keep at it. So man, thank you guys for watching this episode of Build Something TV, man. Hope you guys were enlightened. Hey, I ain't forget you two guys there. David, thank you so much for the support, man. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much, bro, man. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. And to my man Maurice, thank you for the donations and the support to the channel, man. Thank you so much, bro. You're witnessing something for you. I'm not going to say too much about it. You know what I mean? I wanted to stay blessed and get this thing running right, man, and everything, man. And you're going to see something that's going to be very cool, man. Trust and believe me. For the rest of you guys out there supporting the channel, man, thank you so much, man. My man Chuck, man, thank you so much, man. Mr. Black. All the guys who got Crown Vics and everything like that. King, Crown Vic Lifestyle. My man, just a whole bunch of guys out there who have Crown Vics. And if I forgot your name, trust me, I'm still on your page. I'm still subscribed to you, man. Them daggone notifications don't come to me, though. That's the thing that sucks. And I'll be pressing the notification buttons on your channels. So, we'll see you guys on the next one. All right? Later.